Hello and welcome everyone to today's RMS partner webinar, which is creating seamless guest experiences with Altitude. Today, we will be diving into how you can use Altitude's leading product to enhance guest experiences, build loyalty, and reduce the steps and time involved for your staff from check-in to check-out. I am Liz from the RMS marketing team, and I look after sharing our latest features, products, and integrated partners with the RMS community. We are very excited to have Anthony Radich, who is the Solutions Director and founder of Altitude, here with us today. Anthony brings a wealth of expertise in the hospitality industry, and the Altitude team has been instrumental in refining and improving the guest experience. Anthony will be guiding us through the key features and benefits of Altitude, from personalised guest communications to contactless check-ins. As always, this session is recorded and will be sent to your inbox shortly after we jump off the call. We do have time for questions at the end, so make sure to drop any questions in the chat and we will answer as many as we can. Last up, before I hand over to Anthony, if you are ready to get started with Altitude, all you'll need to do is log a support request through 9+ and our team will gladly help you get connected. All right, Anthony, over to you.
Awesome. Thanks, Liz. Hello, Mark, everyone. Thanks for having us, RMS, and thank you, everyone, for coming along. It's great to be here and to talk you through our guest experience technology. As Liz mentioned, I am Anthony Radich, founder of Altitude, and today we will go through how to create a seamless guest experience using Altitude and how that interacts with RMS. First of all, we will start on a quick intro on us, Altitude, and why we're talking to and what we're talking to about today is specifically around the guest experience technology. Then we'll head into 5 ways to help your hotel create convenience and automation. Hopefully, after the session, you'll have a good idea on how solutions like ours help you to enhance your guest experience and reduce pressure on your staff. After that, we'll have some time for some questions. So feel free to ask anything and we can cover those. So for those that don't know, Altitude is a cloud software and app solution made for hotels of all shapes and sizes. Our mission is to help hotels deliver exceptional guest and staff experiences through personalised and innovative self-service and automation technology. We do this by helping hotels implement our white label solutions, which we'll talk about more shortly, which range from our guest app with or without download, all the way through to kiosks and our guest experience platform, as well as an operational platform that includes solutions such as maintenance, lost property, and marketing. We've been running for about 4 years now, and we're currently live in about 20,000 rooms globally and welcoming many more throughout this year across the globe. As hoteliers, managers, and staff, you know that providing an exceptional guest experience is key to increasing revenue, operational efficiency, and promoting loyal guests. Now, as we move into the future of accommodation, we struggle to achieve experience goals without offering convenience for guests, automation and back of house operations, and mobile and kiosk technology. So that's what we're going to talk about today, how we will help you create convenience for your guests and automation for your team. The first aspect of convenience we're going to discuss is online check-in and check-out. Most of you will be familiar with the airport, checking in for your flights on the way to the airport through to handing your bags into the airport. So that's very, very similar. By implementing a guest app, which can be with or without a download, hotels can offer guests the option to check in before they arrive at your property and check out as they head off to their next adventure. Altitude will automatically send your guests an email or SMS to get the link, complete a simple workflow, check in, and then they are on their way. The same for checkout. On checkout morning, the guests can complete their checkout workflow from the convenience of their own phone, not having to visit reception. Our guest app includes the ability to also take ID documents, payments, including authorizations, minibar, consumption, feedback, and more. It's a fully featured service you can provide to your guests, ultimately improving their experience and saving you time. As mentioned, our guest app can be on the web browser or a downloadable app. Benefits of a downloadable app include push marketing as well as mobile keys. And for those that don't know what mobile keys are, they enable guests to unlock their doors with their phones, and all major key lock providers support this. It allows guests to go straight to their room without picking up a key, using their own device as well as their other guest devices. Expanding on options, hotels can even set up a QR code in their room for guests to scan to open the guest app and order room service, request a pillow, for example, chat with staff, view the compendium, view information about their stay, and then ultimately check out. The benefits to online check-in and check-out include reduced wait times at reception or offer completely contactless check-in and check-out, gather all guest details accurately, payment methods and more, with near complete reduction in human error. Easily add additional features to your check-in and check-out process, such as property information, compendium, pre-arrival requests, marketing, and more. A core to self-service is convenience for guests. Adding to online check-in and check-out, convenience also comes in the form of self-service solutions like kiosks. You can automate the check-in and check-out process as well as the key pickup flow with the kiosk, allowing guests to check themselves in, but ultimately reducing the wait time at reception and the burden on staff. The great thing about self-service is that guests can choose their preferred experience of choice. Say the guest is travelling for business and looking for a quick checkout, using the guest app or kiosk streamlines the process through a seamless flow. On the other hand, a guest who prefers to speak with a receptionist benefits from the reduced wait times and pressure on the receptionist, who can afford to spend more time focusing on guest service rather than getting through a queue of waiting guests. I think everyone here has probably been waiting in a line before, wondering why there is no additional staff, whereas a kiosk can handle that extra load on reception. The Altitude digital registration card also allows guests who don't want to use the kiosk on their own to complete a workflow with a staff member as if they were using the kiosk, where the staff can monitor and work them through the flows face-to-face, but still providing the automation for staff and the ease of use of technology for a guest. And of course, our guest app is fully self-service as well, where the guests can check in, check out, and then go to their room with their mobile key. The benefits to self-service include saving time for guests and staff, reducing queues, clearing out guests faster, and keeping reception not as busy. Guests can choose their most convenient option for their stay. They can choose their own journey. And then by deploying kiosks or apps, operators will see a direct reduction in labour costs and an increase in upsell, room upgrades, and more, ultimately boosting revenue. For guest convenience, I'd like to take you through guest personalisation. Once you have a guest experience technology up and running, you have the tools to personalise your guest stay and generate brand loyalty. Say you have a corporate guest who requests a slim pillow, for example, you have the data from your guest requests to preemptively place the slim pillow in the guest room pre-arrival on their next stay. With this information, you can preempt and create memorable experiences for your guests. Other examples may include a guest's birthday or their 20th stay at their property or celebrating an important life event. All that information can be stored in Altitude and produced up to the people preparing the rooms or preparing the guest for their stay. Removing barriers and creating convenience by learning what your guests want and need for their stay is crucial to turning guests into advocates and loyal fans of your property or chain. Within Altitude, guests can provide additional details or staff can ask for them that are then added to their central profile and can be automatically set up to provide guest recommendations and pre-arrival options. Then our guest upsells and upgrades can be displayed based on similar guest choices, ultimately increasing revenue, guest loyalty, and retention. Benefits to personal recommendations include guest loyalty, bring guests back, as well as allow them to become ambassadors for your brand or your property, save time, again, for staff and guests, and increased revenue, promoting upsells, upgrades, spending on site, and again, guests coming back. If we shift our focus to operations in a hotel, digitising your processes and prioritising automation should be top of the list. Operating expenses are increasing, but you can rein them in using technology to automate. An example we often use is the digital registration card, or what we call our Express app. There are clear and tangible benefits to digitising the arrival flow for guests, while also removing paper from the process. The process is compacted into one workflow where your staff can assign the guest registration card to a device, and then while they update their details and sign the registration card, your team can then add their payment, allocate their room, and encode their key from a single pop-up. Another example is minibar, traditionally requiring employees to specifically focus on replenishing minibars in rooms, such as housekeepers or minibar attendants. Instead, with the Altitude app, staff can now replace stock, manage stock locations, and post directly to the guest bill in RMS once an item is consumed. The staff member can use the app directly on their device or a shared device and scan a barcode on the item to then push it directly into the bill. You can get rid of paperwork, posting processes at the end of the day, and simply automate billing and reduce human errors. You'll see a direct reduction in expired stock or stock shortages, as well as an increase in accurately recorded consumption. A bonus is that you can also use this information to tailor and refine your minibar offering after looking at trends and reporting. Another example we have consolidated systems with is lost property, which can be tracked and reported in Altitude operations, as well as incidents, health and safety, maintenance, and a lot more. A point to note is that automation requires change. Your team will be used to the old procedures, and often automation makes specific processes or steps completely redundant. Trusting the process is key here, and everyone will see the benefits in no time. Ensuring you work closely with your team and management to define the clear outcomes and benefits for everyone involved. The benefits are, of course, more than just these three, but the core ones, of course, being save time across all operational areas, and reduce human error, ensuring billing as well as tasks are effectively managed, items are not missed, bills are not missed, everyone is covered. Of course, reducing operational expenses, time for people, as well as additional items or minibar or housekeeping components. And of course, empower sustainability, removing paper and more from the process. One thing we're really passionate about is consolidating systems. We've seen hotels that have had 20 plus systems that include Excel spreadsheets all the way through to on-prem, in-cloud, old legacy systems that need to be rebuilt or reconsolidated to create a more effective management and operational approach. We've spoken to so many hotels who have different systems for each different function of the guest experience. One system for the guest app, for example, one for their chatbot, one for their guest emails, one for their room control, paper processes to keep track of guest requests, room service, compendium, list goes on. But I think there is hope when you look to consolidate your systems. I can guarantee that your team don't enjoy tabbing through their open screens or trying to find logins or the right systems to facilitate guest requests, potentially even losing them. Altitude works as a single top layer integrated solution with RMS and other isolated systems to consolidate your guest experience into one interface. We call it a hub and spoke. We're the hub and all the spokes on the outside are RMS, for example, key service systems, point of sale. We can send room service orders straight to your point of sale, for example. room control, being able to control the lighting in the room, as well as operations, the people on the ground. For example, in Altitude, if you update your compendium or room service item, it'll be updated across all guest interfaces at the same time. This is a reduction in content management and system administration time. The benefits of consolidating systems are quite important. We've got the single login, the interface to facilitate multiple operational and guest functions, ultimately saving time again. So your team works from that one interface and updates can be made easily across the board. And then cloud-based technology, much like RMS, available anywhere, anytime. So how do we do it? Our guest experience platform features multiple self-service and online options, all white labeled and tailored to elevate your brand experience for your guests. Everything is modular. You can choose which module you want to provide to your guests or not. Want guests to download your app and use mobile keys? The guest app would be a perfect option. Don't need the mobile keys, but want the same features like check-in and check-out, room service, guest requests, and more, then the guest app, which doesn't require a download, is a better option. Of course, you can implement both and allow the guest to choose their journey and experience. Where we are passionate is being able to provide that ideal guest experience in whatever type of guest is at your property. Or do you want to take care of your guests when they're in-house? You could look at our in-room app, a tablet-based solution for your guests with tablets in all the rooms, ultimately providing digital compendiums, room service, chat, and that sort of thing. Or just link the guest directly to our web portal from a QR code in the room. The guest will be able to scan that QR code, load up their digital compendium, order room service, and more. And finally, we have our kiosks, all-in-one, plug-and-play, or fully custom hardware solutions. This includes RFID encoding, printers, payment terminals, ID scanners, and more. Available to complete that whole check-in and check-out process without a staff member. If you're looking for a complete self-service experience, our solutions are modular, highly integrated to complement and pick up where your guests left off. And of course, we have a two-way integration with RMS. Everything from billing, checking in, checking out, guest information, property data, billing, always in sync. Two-way as well. So any sort of check-in that happens on our end in Altitude will push straight into RMS. Anything that happens in RMS will push straight back into Altitude. The platform focuses on making life easier for back of house as well. We support hotels looking for solutions for minibar, housekeeping, maintenance, task management, communications, and a whole lot more. For example, a guest might request a new pillow. It'll land into task management. It'll know to go to housekeeping or to a particular person. We'll be able to communicate via chat that that pillow has been delivered. We're different from other solutions on the market because we offer a complete end-to-end experience. Everything from pre-arrival check-in through to in-house room service and then departure, as well as post-stay marketing, loyalty and operations. It allows a single guest profile to be used across all those different types of journeys, features, and modules. We allow your guests to choose the ideal journey and experience and create a seamless check-in, check-out, contactless experience. We know all guests are different and have different needs. We build technology to satisfy those needs. What does the future look like? The future of hospitality is bright and exciting. We think guests are becoming increasingly mobile and technology savvy, which gives hoteliers the option to implement a contactless, self-service guest experience, or take strides to free up their on-site team to focus on hospitality and guest service instead of transactional, paper-based administrative tasks. One of our values at Altitude is to always prioritise innovation, continuous improvement of our platform, and adapt as we see the future of technology and hospitality. We're always enhancing and working on the next big thing. Always busy and always listening to our customers as well as our partners and others. It's coming on board soon. You'll see the release of our brand new AI chatbot that answers the typical questions that a hotel would get. What's the Wi-Fi password? What time does the pool close, etc. And then, of course, the big golden technology at the moment, integration with ChatGPT. Next up, as well as our enhanced guest recognition and loyalty features, how do we change the loyalty game? How do we gamify it? How do we promote it to different generations? We want points, we want awards, we want to redeem specials, we want tokens. How do you bring a guest back? How do they promote? How do they redeem? How do they refer? And then finally, machine learning. So for those that don't know, it's more around using technology to provide recommendations and automation. How do we effectively and efficiently build profiles around guests, their preferences, their ideal experience? How do we know what they want before they know what they want? And that's going to be a big boom in the hospitality space, understanding and using artificial intelligence to know what guests want. Now, you should have a good idea of how solutions like ours and RMS help you to enhance your guest experience and reduce pressure on your staff. We're really passionate about creating convenience for guests and automation, and can help you get there with technology. We believe there are many different guest journeys, and our technology helps automate those, provide the right experiences and journey for your property or your brand across the board. Guests can choose how they want to consume their technology or consume it at all. It's completely up to you how you may provide that technology to your guests. Thank you for your time. It's been great taking you through the presentation, and I'd love to hear from you. If you'd like to take a deep dive into any of our products, any sort of features, understanding how technology might help, then feel free to get in contact and we can set up a demo. Thank you. Now over to you, Liz, for any questions.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Anthony. Yeah, if you do have any questions that you'd like us to answer right now, make sure you drop them in the chat, and we've got a couple of minutes if there's anything. Otherwise, Anthony's contact details are on the screen and you can reach out to the team directly, or if you need some help getting connected on the RMS side of things, you can log a support request through 9+ and our support team will help you get started as well. It looks like we're doing pretty well on the questions front. So I'd just like to say thank you everyone again for joining us for this session. And I will be putting together a replay of this and emailing it to everyone who registered or attended in the next couple of hours or so. So do keep an eye out for your inbox on that one. And again, as always, we're here to help, and have a wonderful day, everyone.
Awesome. Cheers.
Great. Thanks, everyone. Bye.